Hey folks, this is Biba, a multidimensional hypnotherapist. Here you will see a session between myself and my friend Sonia. She's also a multidimensional hypnotherapist. We did a session over Zoom online and I have edited this extensively so it's not too many long pauses. Sonia has done a lot of work on herself. She's done a lot of hypnosis because she's a hypnosis practitioner, so she's had to do a lot of work on herself. So you'll notice that when we finish the induction, she just goes straight into the place where her intention was, and her intention was to connect and claim her seat in the Council of Eight. And as soon as she was in the state of hypnosis, she was there at the table. So remember that every session is different for everybody. And Sonia's session was deeply personal to her because her intention was to claim her seat at the table. I hope you enjoy, and yeah, I'll leave the description from my website and her website below. With me.
Just am in this white blue energy that is expanding me so deeply from connecting to a part of me that is here right now.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to express myself.
Perfect. How will you express yourself? How do you do that?
Well, normally I do not use any words.
Very good.
I just have that big expression of energy. So I can connect with anything or everyone as I please to do so. And right now I'm expressing myself through Sonia because she wants to claim hers. And that's me. This is who I am. This is what you claim. She can feel me because I'm bigger than she is. But she needs to feel the energy of me so she can express herself in her own reality. It's a lot to take in for her body. She can feel it, but it's necessary to do so.
Beautiful.
She just needs a little time. Yes, I'm all in.
Beautiful. So there's a blending and a merging and a recalibration in that body.
Yes.
How does that feel for her?
Well, she has no thoughts. She has no knowing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm allowing her to step out of this reality she is in as a human being. I just want to integrate in her body because she is ready for more.
Yeah.
For more of who she really is. She made some space, and it's just like consciousness that is expanding. She really needs to move on, you know. It's a time to take her place in this world.
Definitely. What is the Council of Eight?
It has been a council of 7 for a long time because she didn't remember. But officially it's a council of 8. And it's time for her to step in, and she uses the words claim it. And that's perfect for who she is. Her energy is like that. She claims in a lovely, loving way. So it's not about dominance or claiming it, but it's rightfully hers. So we reserved her spot in the Council of 8, and we've been like 7 for a long time. But now she remembers, so it's time to step up.
Can you do that now?
Yes, I'm doing it already. But I'm waiting to make everybody visible for her, just to be at herself at that table.
Yes.
Before everybody else jumps in. It takes a little bit time to integrate her energy back at the table.
You take all the time you need.
Yeah, she's sitting down. You have to imagine that this room is like water, like glass, like ice. It's nothing you've ever seen before. But it's a really serene color and vibration that it has. And she's just wondering where all the furniture is, because for her it's not something she's comfortable with. But it's so warm, it's all there, but you just need to feel it. It's all there. It's all there. She just hasn't figured out what kind of energy she is that takes place at the table, because she doesn't see anybody. She has no body yet. It's just for her to get comfortable with the energy that she is. It's not like she's on the head of the table. She's just taking place in the middle. You could say it's just like a round table, but it's more like an oval table. But she claimed her position in the middle.
Can she see the others?
They're getting there.
Very good.
Slowly filling up the room. It's like 4 females and 4 male energies. She's a female energy. She's the 4th. I know them all. It's not like she's emotional, but she's just there. It's like normal. It's like she never left. She's always been there, but she just needed to remember that her energy is there. And she wants to be full aware of what's happening. But for now, it's just be there and acknowledge and claim your right position at the table. You just pick the right spot because that is your chair. That is your place. I'm just so eager to get started. My pen and my paper, for what it's worth. And I'm just sitting at the table and just like it's normal business as usual. But I'm telling her to take a moment just to feel how it feels to be back.
Yeah.
Serious. And she knows it.
To integrate this feeling, because part of when we started, she said she just wants to really feel what it means. She wants to feel it. And so this is really an important part for the integration, right?
Yes, it is.
Solidifying that feeling right into her body, into her essence. So her body begins to remember and recalibrate to that, which she knows so well.
But she wants it all. And that's not happening. Little by little, bit by bit, she needs to feel it.
Can she allow herself to feel that fully?
Yes. Because I'm the one who is sitting there at the table.
How does she know this Council of Eight? How does she know the 7 others?
It has always been like that. From the beginning, it never changed. It always is.
And what is the Council of Eight? I know that's a ridiculous question, really, but how would you help me understand what it is? What does it mean for her in her normal everyday life?
Well, she was the one who wanted an incarnation as a human being. And we all agreed to that. Because when she's having experiences that she has as a human being, she informs all of us. So it was not necessary for all of us to be there with her on earth. She is the one who was brave enough to encounter everything there is to experience on earth, and through her experiences, she informs us. We are all connected. We are all one. This Council of Eight. And it was just this council that we came together for this purpose, for her to have that big experience on Earth as a human being. So after she went, a long, long time after she went, a few of us dared to make the jump also. But she was the first one to do it.
Okay.
And we saw that it was necessary to do it also if we all wanted the full experience. So a few of us, not everybody, but a few of us, like 5, decided to come to Earth also.
How did that go?
What?
How is that? 5 of you coming to Earth.
Well, you have to realize that we are at the same, we are also on Earth, but we are also at the table. So all the experiences that we have, we share, but not everybody of 5 is remembering who they really are. She's the first to acknowledge and to remember that she's a part of this council. And she made a big decision to come to Earth because she forgot who we were. But we are very, very grateful that she is remembering and bringing all her knowledge to the table. And we also provide all the knowledge that we have with her when she's full conscious. So now we can work both ways. That's part of the agreement that we had to exchange information from both worlds.
Beautiful. And the other 5, are they on the Earth now in this time?
Yes, they are.
Does she know any of them?
No.
Okay, so they all have different lives.
Yes.
And she's the first one to remember.
Yes.
And because she's remembered, will it trigger their memories?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. And now that she's remembered and she's recalibrating back into her rightful position, her rightful place with you right now, how will things change for her? What does this mean for her? Help me understand that a little bit.
I understood your question, but I need some time to
Yes.
get her out of the way because she remembers something and we first need to explain that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a little bit information that she needs to answer a little bit more questions that she has about her path. And we need to make that announced right now, but otherwise it gets in the way, okay?
Let's go.
She told you that she wanted to know why she did all the podcasts in foreign countries. And that has a big reason because in the countries like in Ireland and in America, there are council members of this table they listen to the podcast and it helps them to remember. So that's a funny part. She has to laugh right now because she realizes what it means when she puts out her information and she reaches the other members of the council. So we need to clear that up first. We just did. Can you please ask me the question again?
That's really good about the podcast because I didn't know the answer either, and I wouldn't have even ever have come up with that answer. So that's really, really good for her to know that.
Yeah.
It's really good because it means something personal then. It's not just a message to humanity.
No. It's to help remember the other members, who they are.
Calling them home.
Calling them home, yes.
Wow. And this remembrance, how will this begin to show up in her life? How will it influence her life, your relationship together with the other members, and her life as a human, and her life as a multidimensional? How will things change now because she's in the remembrance?
Yeah, it helps her to let go of Sonia. It helps her to let go of, she's a little bit stuck in one layer because there's so many layers, but for her to make that big jump out of herself into herself and out of the layer that she was a little bit stuck in. She was there and she didn't know what would be next. And this helps big time. This really helps her because she has so much potential. And she felt like she hit a ceiling of her potential, but that's not true. But there's another layer opening with this session that she can go through. And it helps her expand and expand. And the first most priority for her is to get really authentic. And she made some big steps in that one, but she just needs another layer, another platform, another way of, another reality, you can say, where she has to step into and let go of everything that she did before. It allows her to be this big, big energy and be so authentic as a human being. And then she can come back to be Sonia again, but in a very, very different way. People won't even recognize her anymore. And she still is Sonia. It's funny that I know this from her because I am who she is at the table. She calls her life before her 50th birthday like another life, and that's true. Because once she hits 50, she steps into a totally different reality. She has no insecurities whatsoever. She has that big trust in herself that everything that she does is meant to be. And with that expression of who she then becomes, I show her. She is like a big energy that moves over this globe, over this world. She's just everywhere. And I mean that physically everywhere. It doesn't matter how she gets there, but she gets there. If it's on a podcast or if it's on YouTube or whatever, but I also know that she will travel around the world. She has things to do, She has to.
Tell us some of those things.
She learned in the last couple of years that she's patient and that she doesn't need to know the outcome of the sum, the total of the sum. She doesn't need to know that anymore because she has to be in the moment every day with everything that she does. Because she told you, Biba, she doesn't have much more time. It's like 10, 15 years to do what she needs to do.
Yeah.
She came here to this reality in this realm for a big reason. And that's why she needs to physically, but also energetically move around the world, just like she claimed her spot at the table. She needs to claim her spot in the world, and she needs to believe it because it's real. She has some big energy that needs to be shown to the world, and it's not like an ego big energy. It's something that she possesses and that she needs to express in the world. She has a big part of that. She is a big part of all that.
She knows that.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I first met her, she told me that she's here for a really big reason.
Yes.
And that she has a sense of urgency because she is aware she doesn't have a lot of time.
Yeah. And she's wasting her time in this layer, you know?
How does she how does she move from the layer where she's wasting her time? How does she do that?
I just explained to you that with this knowledge and her claiming her seat back at the table, that brings a whole new layer.
Okay, that's it then.
That's it.
That's it.
She needed to make the connection to feel. She feels it right now, you know. She feels that big, big energy inside of herself, which is speaking right now because I'm at the table. And I made a big decision to come to Earth, to be Sonia, to experience what she needed to experience. And she was so brave to let go of everything that held her back. But she needed those experiences. She did. And when she finally made the decision to follow her soul's expression, she got a little bit stuck, wondering if this is it. What's next? Could this be it? No, I'm bored. I need to do so much more, but Sonia didn't know. She didn't know, but now she knows. And just follow what you always did. Follow your instinct, follow your guidance, your inner self. She knows, you know, and I know. And now you took the time with Biba to take a session and just integrate this big, big part of you, just this big memory. And you said it right. I claim my spot back at the table. This is who I am. This is what I do. I know what I want. And I know how to get there. This is why I'm here right now, integrating in Sonia, little Sonia, our ego. But I'm back. I'm full here and I'm happy about it. Because it was the perfect timing. But she travels over the world. She will. She had a lot of things she needs to do. One of them is writing that book, because that book is bringing her all over the world, claiming her spot all over the world, and just bring that beautiful, beautiful information for people to remember also. That's a big part of the puzzle. It's her contribution to help people remember. And she does it in a very simple way because she is very simple. And the way she expresses herself in that book is just a way for people to understand what they need to do.
It all makes so much sense. This new layer, the more authentic, like you said, the real authentic, becoming really authentic, where you have the same name, but you're a very different thing, and that people will notice. This is going to be probably the most fulfilling period of our life in this incarnation, would you say?
Yeah, yes, it is. That's why she feels like it's a totally different life. She has no connections with that other part of her life, the people who are in it. Sometimes she wonders, why do people not take contact with her, but it's necessary to let everything go. She has a whole bunch of new people in her life that are fulfilling her with beautiful energy, beautiful information, and beautiful, deep, deep friendships. And you, Biba, are one of them. And I take the time and the moment now to really, really thank you for being there, for being here. I know who you are. Wondering who you are, Biba.
Who am I? You said you know who I am. Who am I? I'd love to know.
How about this one? What if it isn't a council of 8, but it's a council of 9?
Yeah.
What's happening when I say that to you, Biba?
That feels correct.
So, don't you think it's time to claim your spot, your place? So I know you both have different tasks with different outcomes, but at the end, you are both there. We all are. Everybody from this council who are on Earth getting the full experience on the mother planet. And you will be with her until the end, when she makes full closure. That's the honor she gives all of you for fulfilling your agreement with her.
What is the agreement with her? What was that?
It's on that big soul level that you all understand what it feels like to, you were there at the beginning, you know, and you will be there at the end. And it's funny because Sonia just remembers something that she was wondering about, why that happened, why she was there at the beginning in her career in the Navy on the boat when 9/11 occurred, and she was there on land in Afghanistan when the Netherlands just did their last deployment in Afghanistan. She was at the beginning and she was at the end there. And so it will be for you too, and for Sonia too, to be there at the beginning and to be there at the end, to make full closure by sticking by her side. You agreed to that. That's the contract you have from the first time you've met in this reality. And at the end, you will be there also when she moves away from this, and you can see her for who she really is, what sacrifices she made. We all made, and it's like, it's part of the deal, it's part of the contract, it's meant to be.
What is the purpose of all of that? Like, just for a moment, if I bring my awareness outside of all of that and I look from a distance and I think, what does it all mean? Does it have a meaning that's understandable?
Once you get there, in that big energy, when this all happens, this all occurs, you will totally understand why you need to be there. It's just like a big process you've all been through. And just to make closure on that big experience, that big process, it's so necessary for you all to go to the next place. It's just like a part of that experience you need to have to just get out of this universe. There's no other way. There is no other way.
And we do it together.
Yes. A lot of people will be there, but not in that form. But it's
not in that form. What form do you mean?
Human, not in a human form, because before that process starts,
Yeah.
you've already are, you're not a human anymore. You are already out of the matrix. You are already out of the multiverse. You are already in the heart of this universe. But in order to, it's just like the respect that you give this universe when you are there at that time, in that moment, just to see the mother planet emerge back into this big feminine energy, what this universe is. I can see it now. And we went all the way. We've been it all. We've done it all. She did it all. And just to make closure with that big group of beings, that's necessary to fulfill the contract.
Wow.
There's no other way to leave this universe in that moment with that big gratitude and respect for all present. Yeah.
Yeah. And when that happens, because Sonia did say to me, she said, Biba, I'm here until closure, but I won't be in this body when that happens. So she has so much awareness already.
Yeah, because she took the time to go in that silence and just take that journey with Mother Sophia. And she felt it. She needed to do that. That's not who she is, because she just can ignore that stuff, you know. But about 3 days ago, she just knew she needed to do it more than once to get the full picture, to get more information about what is happening. It's just like a very intimate party, farewell party for intimate people who are in that contract. It's not that much.
Really?
Yeah, most of the people are staying in this universe on another planet because Mother Earth is moving out. It's not that many. No. But the ones who know, they will remember. And it's important that she shares this information with a few people who can grasp it. You can grasp it, Biba, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Sonia does too. And maybe her brother, Kees, can too. Because he's also there.
Tell me about the 10 years of working hard and working from the heart. Why 10 years? What is it about the next 10 years of working?
That's it. There's no more time.
Why is there no more time?
You know, you have a free will. I'm not explaining new things to you, but from that free will, you make choices. What your soul needs to experience. And not everybody is at that point when they can say, it's closure time. I'm coming home. So in the next couple of 10 years, the souls who have that same agreement in that contract with their mother planet will know. They need to know.
Yeah.
They want to know. So in the next couple of 10 years, those souls will come along and you both can touch them, you know? Touch their hearts, touch their soul, just to remember who they are. It's very important. Yeah. It's the contract you have with these souls. So 10 years. And it's funny because Sonia has a realization right now that in 2035, her days in the Navy were over, you know? Then she was ready for pension.
10 years.
10 years, yes. But she now realized really deep inside that her pension time in 10 years will come, but it is a totally different, it's totally different from a human experience to have a pension do not have to work anymore. But in the next couple of 10 years, she really needs to work very, very hard.
So, and then after 10 years, then you can just relax and enjoy the rest of your life.
No, then there is no more life.
So then she's leaving that body in 10 years.
And many of us will do that.
So not to get any more pets then.
No,
They last longer than 10 years.
no more pets, no more cats.
So in 10 years' time, will those people who are part of the closure leave their bodies?
You can make a choice, you know. If you want to stick with the body, stay in the body, it's okay. Everything is possible.
Yeah.
All there. You have to think out of the box. There is no body. You do not need a body because you are that big essence, that isness, that energy. But it has other things to do, other tasks to fulfill, just like the big process with Mother Sophia. You have to be there.
And do you know when that's all going to happen?
You guys have 10 years, maybe 15 tops, but that's it.
And then after that, like when is the closure? When is the Earth going to make the main transition?
I feel like it's in 12 years. Yeah.
And does that mean that everybody who's not aware or in remembrance, what happens to them? If the Earth is going to transition, what does that look like? I know that's a mind question, right? But it's a question.
Yeah, but she has already seen it.
Okay.
She already saw that she is a part of that big golden energy. It's just like with her fist, she just hits the earth and it moves all over the planet. And she is that big energy. You all are. And she provides it. The mother planet provides it. Sophia does it. She is that big golden energy. And everybody who is on her surface, on her body, not in this reality, you know, it's another reality. And you're just like a magnet. You are on her surface, on her body, and you experience the whole thing. Her whole big process of closure, you are on it. You breathe it. You're in it fully. And the other souls, I don't know, they're not there. They're somewhere else experiencing the same stuff and the same shit you have been through. But on another reality, they don't know. They go one-on-one from this reality to the other reality. But this one stops to exist. I am sure of it. I'm sure. And I'm fully confident with saying it. I can feel it. It makes me happy. It's just like I already know it. It's okay. And I'm on it. I just need to go with that energy, with that flow. Trust in that flow of the energy of Sophia. It's okay. It's okay. I'm there. I'm not going anywhere. This time I'm staying.
You're definitely ready.
Yeah, I can feel it. It feels so good. Yeah.
And I suppose the 10 years of work is, as you said, helping people remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just helping remember. It's just like you take your little finger and you touch them right there. Right there. And then they know. It takes a little bit time to really understand what's going on for them, but it will happen. And that's, you know, one other thing. Because Sonia is providing for the clients that they have another meeting for an hour. You know that.
Yeah.
That's necessary. That's really, really necessary for people to get that little touch again, you know?
Yeah.
So it will help. It will help
Okay.
a lot.
That's the support, right?
Yeah. Yes.
That's so clever. I did that last night. I took it on board as well, and I just thought it's Sonia's fully invested in what she does.
Yeah, but she can share because you are the Council of Nine, you know.
The Council of Nine. The Council of Nine, and after the 10 years and the shift, do we all get back together again?
We are already together. We just need
Okay.
to remember. From the 9, 5 choose to have an incarnation on Earth, and probably the rest will follow also, but they have a longer journey, you know?
Okay.
Oh, but in time, in space, we are there. We are there. Our energy will never go.
Yes.
I know it sounds a little bit difficult, but even
It's
though if you are out of this universe, your energy as the Council of Nine still remains. Wow.
even outside of this universe when all is complete.
Yes, I know. Just to help the others to make that full closure also. It's just a little part of you that stays here. Yeah. Why not?
Has her body now fully integrated into your energy?
It does. It has.
Very good. And how continued the connection, the dialogue, the interactions with her aspect, which is you and the other members of the council? How would you advise about that?
Well, she saw this image of like this white and blue energy. It was just like a glass or ice energy room, like a mirror, you know. She walked there like it was just like she was walking on water or ice, or it was so smooth. And she just blended in and just she went through the hall, and then she came into that space where we are as the Council of Nine. So she remembers. All she need to do is walk down that hall and just enter that room, that energy, and sit at the table and just have a conversation about the questions that she has. It's possible.
That's very good because that's the relationship, right?
Yeah. And she is there, or when she, because she remembers now. And in time, everything will become visible. All the players of the council will be visible.